All right, what is up, everyone? We are back, and you have made it to course number 12 of playing the #1 course in all 50 states. We are in New Mexico. Let's get into it. All right, we are in New Mexico. Two things: it is freezing, and it is like crazy windy. We're like pushing 30-mile-an-hour gusts, and it's like 40 degrees. So when I was planning on going west, this is not what I was anticipating. I think Arizona is supposed to be cold as well. I'm hoping California will at least be warm out of all these, ones that I'm doing. I'm hopeful for that one. But New Mexico today, we are at Grindstone Park. I forget what the town's called, actually, Rio something. But this course is highly, highly sought after. I talked to a guy here earlier. This is where they host all New Mexico state championships. They host Tim Selinsky's Masters tournaments. So this is a pretty, obviously, I mean, it's the #1 course, so it's a pretty good course, I'm guessing, if they keep coming out here. We were playing the longs today. Based on what I can see, a lot of trees, not a lot of gaps. At least off hole one, we're 330 feet. Just gonna be a little turnover or maybe a forehand shot sitting like down in kind of a ditch. I don't know, should be interesting. We're gonna go 2 off the top and then 1 from there. All right, I think I'm just gonna go forehand flat and let it crash in. There's so much to hit out here. It's kind of ridiculous, actually. Get past that. I mean, yeah, there's no line to the basket here. There is from the short pin, but from right here, there's no line to the basket. You really can't even see it from here. You're just guessing. I had to walk down and go see where it's at. All right, second, I think I'm gonna go Proto F3. I'm gonna throw it flat. Well, probably a little bit of hyzer, like right at this tree in the middle, and hope it turns by the time it gets there. Or I'll pull it and it'll kick 9 million years away. Oh, have mercy. That might be so bad it's good, but it's probably just really bad. All right, we found the basket. It is straight. I don't know if there's drop off behind, but yeah, so far from the short tee pad, I could see this being like a nice hole. From the back tee pad, I have no idea what your intended line would even be to try to get a birdie on this hole. Oh boy. Yeah, we're putting. Not very good though. I'm blaming this hole. All right, we're gonna get off this hole as quickly as possible. I kind of have to go up and over, but it's headwind. Try to even make a par from here. Okay. Not terrible, actually. Bogey. That's how you know it's cold outside, is when the card is riding so slow that the camera stops recording. I hope that doesn't just keep happening, but we're gonna move on here. Bogey off the first. I mean, from the short pins, fine hole. From that long pin, bad hole, in my opinion. Those that play out here, I'd love to know the intended line, because I definitely can't figure it out. Hole 2 is 375. This is at least a more normal hole. Through all these trees, it's a straight shot. You just got a lot to miss. I'm just gonna try, I don't know if I'll do forehand or backhand. The kind of a tail like left to right. So I might go forehand and see if it can't push over that way. Hit that. Oh boy. Yeah, that wind just took it. Good night. I thought I was gonna have much better playing conditions than today. All right, taking some positives out of this. I am past pin high. Tailwind, sure. Pushed it, it's probably about 380, from here to tee. However, I'm like 100 feet to the right of the basket. So, Berg, I'm gonna hopefully throw it good this time and then get out of here with a par. So far, I'm about through 2. Not a huge fan. That will play just nicely. All right, 1 up through 3 is certainly not the worst thing. Let me update scores. But it's definitely obviously not the greatest thing. Plus, apparently, this, even playing from the longs, everything is a par 3. So it's kind of essentially birdie or die out here to score a little bit. They're not super long, but the lines, this one honestly isn't terrible, but it's still not like ideal. We're at 308. I'm just gonna try to throw a forehand like flat and low and hopefully get some ground play up to it, ideally. All right, I just aimed you a little more left. I'm gonna go forehand, Captain's Raptor, pretty hard, pretty flat, and I guess probably take a 3 if I had to guess. Okay. All right, didn't actually kick into the ditch, which is nice. But I'm guessing the theme of this course, throw something off the tee, throw the Berg X up because I'm not within putting range, and then hopefully tap out a 3. All right, well, that was at least fun, like having a putt. It wasn't just a tap in. Things we're looking up maybe. All right, hole 4. Looks like there's 2 locations. We're in the B pin, so it's 320. Just something flat that gradually kind of fades to the right. There's 2 baskets right there, and they look same distance. So I'm not 100% sure which one I'm going to, but like if I like split those baskets, then we're in a good spot. I'm just trying to throw a forehand flat down this gap. Wherever it fades, ideally have a putt. Hopefully we're going to that right basket. All right, I did exactly what I wanted to do. I split the 2 baskets, I'm just short. We're playing to this one, I might be in the way. We're playing to this one right up the hill. There's another one that's probably like 40 to the right. Probably just gonna be a jump putt though, unfortunately, and another 3. Oof, I thought I was gonna hit that tree. All right, hole 5. This feels like the first legit golf hole to me. We're at 390. It says like 410 on UDisc, but somewhere in there. Straight shot. There actually is a gap. You've got a Mando here, out of bounds road. It's sitting like if you just throw something flat, hard, and let it hyzer out backhand, you'll kind of get to the basket. We do have, it's kind of right to left now, so not like ideal winds, but yeah, this is one I actually like might enjoy throwing. Okay. Whoa, sit. All right, I thought that wraith would pop up. We're probably pushing pin high. I mean, I went really far. We're probably short, to be honest with you, but I'd like to think it's pin high. Way off to the left. Whether it's 390 or 410, I am pin high. Maybe a couple feet short, you know, but still, that's a big shot for me. That feels really good. Jump putt here. I'm gonna try Ricky's proto putter, just because it's gonna be a little more stable. We got a headwind. I'm just gonna jump, maybe a touch of anhyzer and hope it has that stability to fade. Or don't put it on any anhyzer. All right, anhyzer, I think that would have been good. That also pushed a long ways. Almost OB here. Very close. Actually, it's probably arguably OB, but for my case, I'm definitely not. All right. We like pars today, apparently. I think that's gonna be as good as it gets right now. All right, this one is fun. Hole 6, 217. Looks like it's in the short location. Right up the hill, you got backhand, you got forehand. I don't know, it's right there. If there was a birdie on this course so far, definitely this one. Get off that tree. All right, putting. All right, should have known the hill would have been deceiving. We're probably in circle, but headwind uphill. I'm tired from walking up the hill. Not a great combo. Come on. Yet to find the first birdie. It might come here actually. Hole 7, 308, playing slightly downhill. It's just a flat forehand, fade a little bit. I'm probably gonna throw Justice. Maybe let's see what the wind's doing. Oh no, okay, so I'm facing this way now, headwind. The last tee box was facing in relation to the basket, this way, headwind. So it's just swirling, kind of annoying. I think I am still gonna go Justice. I don't know, I just want a birdie. This is not even an easy up and down. Basket sitting just behind those two trees. Still have the headwind. I think I'm gonna try to jump putt the proto putter again, just because it did have like good stability. Little Anheuser, split the trees, I guess. Maybe that's the best way to go in, but I just need a par. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that at all, actually. Reliable stability with the Anheuser. Okay, this putt is not close, so maybe straddle out. Still headwind, so I don't know. I was hoping the wind would do that, just not that much. Unfortunate bogey, 2 up. It's tough. We're not quite halfway through yet. You know, we're on hole 8. I'm trying to decide if there wasn't 30-mile-an-hour wind, if I would be enjoying this course more. The answer is probably yes, but even still, like, I think I'm just really set on hole 1 that, like, I would almost, if I lived around here, I would almost not play a tournament here if I knew hole 1 was the starting hole. Like, I would never want to play that hole again. The others, there's been lines that I've missed them, but there's also, again, 30-mile-an-hour wind. Pick your battles there. I don't know. I think it could be a good course. Apparently there's a better one like a little ways north of here, but this is the number 1, so we're playing it. Hole 8, we're looking at 315. Straight shot, obviously a lot of trees to miss. Definitely requires some shaping. Headwind, again, facing sort of the same. Ooh, a little tail now, okay. Switch it up. So again, I was just facing this way, headwind. Now it's tailwind going in. I don't know. I'm probably gonna hit one of these first ones. I'm trying to stay positive because we're not even halfway done yet. Very hard right now. Can't catch a break. I mean, there's lines to the basket, but there's no, this is the line. You know what I mean? Which I guess makes that a good or a bad hole. I don't know, but I don't know. I'm getting annoyed already. Up and down is imperative at this point. I'm gonna go zone backhand, hyzer through this gap and just hope it funnels to the basket. That might be the first good shot I've thrown all day. All right, stay with me. I might be mad, maybe one more hole, you know, get it all off my chest on the front 9, come back to the back 9 with a new, you know, rejuvenated, I don't know what the word is. All right, this is a fun hole. Let's check the wind real quick. Headwind, wouldn't have guessed that. 341, double Mando that looks tight halfway down the fairway. OB Creek below, so that's great too. I'm just gonna go forehand and try to punch it through. This is gonna make or break the round. Actually, no, it's not, because I said after this hole I was gonna stop complaining, so I am. Get through. All right, we made it through the Mando. That is A-okay with me. That means I threw a decent shot. And that's the thing. I'm gonna sit down here for a second, maybe, unless it's too low. All right. Quick, not necessarily a rant, but sort of. I can't say I dislike the course. Conditions, not great, obviously. I'm also not throwing good, so the wind plus bad shots is just like uber punishing. So, back 9, we're gonna turn it around. Mark my words, I'll have it above the screen if it happens or not. I will be under par by the end of this. I thought this made it further. Didn't. Stay up. No. Stay up or lay up? That's the question. All right, hole 10. Again, new mindset here for this back 9. We're gonna shoot well. If we don't, we're gonna have a good attitude about it because that's the right thing to do. Hole 10, 381 feet, all the way down there. Road, OB, you can play as high as you want up the hill. I'm just gonna go backhand hyzer, probably over these trees, and hopefully get something close. Birdie, I don't know about this one. Oh, that's actually not bad. Hey now, we're putting. All right, we are in fact putting. However, it's probably from circle's edge, circle 2-ish, but it is a putt. Nope. Dang it. And I still struggle with that. I putt right at the basket. If I putt right at the basket, let's maybe go in. All right, this is one thing I dislike about some of these courses, and this isn't me being negative, this is a matter of fact thing. They always put holes right up against like a cliff or trees or something, so it's so hard to set the camera up. I know that's like a, whatever type problem, but for my case, being by myself, it's a little bit annoying. Hole 10, things are looking up. I threw the shot how I wanted to throw it. Flatter maybe would have been good, got us a little further. I don't hate that. Hole 11, 271, playing way up the hill. It's probably playing every bit of 330-ish, I imagine. I'm gonna go full distance driver, probably forehand on the left side and let it crash. These trees, I've noticed everything out here, the trees, the bushes, this little tall grass, it just sticks to you. Everything, another instance of the camera stopping because it's so cold outside. But yeah, everything just is out to get you. It just grabs you when you walk past, which is crazy, but it is what it is, I guess. Get around that tree or under. Come on. Ugh. That hill was exhausting. All right, not a good hole here. Hole 12, 183 feet, which is nice. You have this wall. You have two maybe gaps come over. You could go wide hyzer. I just walked it up. The basket is sitting, looks to be kind of on a cliffside or at very least a hill. So you go deep, you're way down. Blind tee shot, which is whatever. There's those all the time. But this is like the ultimate poke and hope hole, in my opinion. Oh, split through. Okay. Might have a putt. Probably not. All right, it is sitting on a pretty good hill. Headwind coming up the hill, because why not? Gonna like soft bit it, just float it down there. If it goes in, great. If not, it should hopefully just sit. Yeah. I don't think, what was it? Maybe hole 3 is like the only time I've made like an actual putt today. Yeah, really can't make this up. We're back into a headwind. I'm facing almost 90 degrees from the last tee shot, headwind. I don't quite know the science behind that, but that part is certainly getting annoying. And one of the things, again, I'm not complaining necessarily, but because the wind 100% is a factor of my enjoyment of playing right now. If there was no wind, I would probably be playing better for sure. It would probably be warmer. So the wind is definitely the biggest factor into how this course is playing right now. I could definitely see coming back in the summertime, and giving it a fair shot. But so far, it's tough. I forgot to say, 320, again, straight headwind. Sitting up the hill, it's probably playing 350, 360, I'm guessing, with the headwind. I just realized too, I have yet to putt in circle 1 for birdie today, which is kind of insane. I don't normally play that bad. It's also normally not this windy. I feel like, I'm sorry. I feel like I'm complaining a whole lot, but it's tough. It's tough to enjoy it, you know what I mean? When it's 30-mile-an-hour gusts every single hole, headwind. Not even close. All right, there's no place to put you. You're literally, the back part of the tripod is on the tee pad, is what it is. Can't really do anything about that. We're looking at either, it looks like 240 probably. Still playing up the hill. I'm gonna club up because I'm tired of being short. Throw it really hard, and I would like one birdie. We have 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 5 holes. I just need 2 birdies. Let's just get back to even, call it good, and get out of here. Oh my gosh. I think we're gonna get one. We're gonna get one. That hill, insane. Higher elevation, plus the asthma combo, plus it being cold. Terrible. That took it out of me. However, inside circle for birdie, which is great. However, if you want to check the wind again, somehow from throwing up the hill to now putting back down the hill, headwind. Let's go. Coming alive here, 15, 16, 17, 18, 4 to play. Hole 15, 395. This is a big shot for sure. We do have a tailwind now, which is awesome. You just want to throw something flat backhand that eventually hyzers out to the left. Big shot. That's really all it is. Nope, that's so bad. Hit something and fall. Oh my gosh, that's gonna go all the way down the hill. All right, that one was on me. Tailwind, way too much hyzer. Gonna jump putt. Gonna try to give this a little something, I guess. But probably just gonna be another 3. Please sit down. Oh, this one time the bush was in my favor. I actually don't know. You might be able to see the flag of the basket, but I don't think you can see the basket. All right, hole 16, 322. I can't make this up. It's a headwind. I don't understand how that's possible, but evidently it is. Basket sitting, I mean, straight off the tee pad, but it's kind of sitting on a hillside. I mean, this is just ridiculous. I want to go forehand, like hyzer out, but I don't want to turn something over because then it's like 100% never coming back. So I might go like forehand down the middle, actually. I think that's the play. All right, I'll take that, honestly. Except for the knockdown. If that had kept moving, I'd probably be about pin high, but I'm definitely short now. All right, I hope you can still hear me. Layup, I'm up on the hill to the right. I'm just gonna lay up because I literally have nothing. Yep. All right, hole 17, bad hole, 245, plays all the way down the hill. It says it's straight off the tee pad. I just walked all the way down. It's not, it plays a little bit to the right. It's just a forehand, over the top for me, let it crash, and pray you get the right distance. I mean, blind tee shot, which again, I get those, but this is a bad hole. No idea. All right, just looked, I hope you can hear me. Just looked for about 15, 20 minutes. OB long, apparently. It's on the other side of the road. It's interesting, and I'll talk about this when I get to the van, but it's just funny, the quality. And granted, again, the wind, huge factor into what's happening today. However, like just the quality of the course compared to other states. You know what I mean? This is a public park, and I get the landscape. I actually don't mind the landscape, the elevation and stuff, that's whatever. But it's just, maybe it's more so course design might be an issue, because I also, and I'll probably say this again, I don't think it's tough. I feel like it's tough, and it says a lot maybe about if your best course is just a par 3 course, I don't think that's like super, exciting, in my opinion, if that's the right word. You know what I mean? Like I want to be challenged, obviously, which I am by this course, but I don't want to be punished by everything. You know what I mean? And again, take the wind out. There's a lot of these holes that just don't have lines. I mean, you could technically, on this hole, you could say the line is basically what I did, but shorter. Sure. But the fact that that shot, even if you know what you're doing, is still a guess on if you're close or not a good hole. All right, I am going to eat my words a touch. Hole 18, last hole. Honestly, thank goodness for today. Oh no, it is a par 3. It says par 4 on UDisc, but it is a par 3 in fact. So never mind, scratch that. I am not eating my words. Doesn't make sense. It's either 319, 455, or 544. No idea. I think I have an idea. Like I think I see a basket, but I don't know if that's the basket. It says it's down and to the left, but that basket is straight off the tee. I'm gonna throw a disc. I am okay losing. And I'm gonna play it as if it's this straight basket because that's kind of all I have to go off of. So I'm gonna adjust the camera actually. All right, you will probably be able to see none of this. I'm gonna go big hyzer, and then by the time it gets back into frame, it'll be too low for you to see. My mic. Oops. Okay, if that is the basket I'm going to, it was actually a really good shot. All right, something to note. This is a hole 18 that I threw to, which is good news. However, the T sign, incredibly inaccurate. It would lead you to believe that it's way up there. It's not, it's a dead straight shot. So, all right, that part right there, I don't even know if you can see me. That part right there, that one, legitimately my fault. Wind excluded. Yes. All right, that is it from Grindstone Park. I'm doing the outro here because I'm exhausted. The elevation was kind of crazy there. A lot to note about this course. Like even as I'm recording this outro, no wind. It's calm, it's warmer, probably because there's no wind. I imagine the course would play 1,000 times better, you know what I mean, had I been able to start now rather than when it was, you know, sitting 20, gusts up to 30, 35 miles an hour. So that definitely plays a factor, you know what I mean? But we're gonna get right into it. Course name, Grindstone Park. I was wondering, you know, I thought Grindstone Park was a cool name, but it's named after Grindstone Lake, which is the body of water somewhere around here. Actually, that looks like a dam, so maybe up that way. But so usually I dock points, but I don't know. I'm kind of tired of that part because I think that's going to be like a vast majority is the courses are just named after where they're at, and I'm just going to have to deal with that. So I think I'm going to kind of go the same as Moccasin Creek last week, 8.0, flat A. It's the creativity is not there, but the name itself is pretty cool. So, you know, I'll give some points for that. All right, number 2 is the accessibility. This is a public park. Fun fact, I forget if I said that. Public park, it is open all the time. Obviously the gates close probably at like sunset, like typical. So I'm gonna go 9.0 there. I think Hobbs Farm was the only one that got above that because there's literally no closing time for the course. And I feel weird giving 10, so that one got a 9.5, but we're going 9.0 for this one. Next is the quality of the course. This is where I have these next two actually categories are kind of, you know, I have a lot more to say. Quality of the course, 2 things. I don't think your best course should be all par 3s. I think there's better courses that have good mix of long, short holes, things like that. Score separators and everything. Par 3s, you know, when it's kind of like birdie or die-ish, that's what it feels like. It's tough to score on those, especially, again, like today with the wind being so insane. Second thing with quality of the course, there's like an equestrian park like that, like neighbors this. It's like right next to it. There was not a fairway that didn't have at least 1 to 2 piles of horse poop on it. That's tough. I get you're sharing the park, you know what I mean? And it is a public park, but as far as disc golfing goes, that doesn't give it the best experience. Oh, okay, battery died. But yeah, so not only does that kind of like, I mean, now you're watching where you're walking, but also you kind of have to be conscious about where you're throwing discs as well, because that would be like, I probably would have left had my disc just went right in some horse poop. You know what I mean? I feel like that's fair to say. So that 2 things. 3, what was my third thing? I don't know. I think my third thing was, some of it was a little treacherous to walk. This course makes you want to use a cart, but it is not cart friendly in the slightest, especially the back nine. Oh, that's what I was going to say. Number 4, the flow of the course. You're basically playing like 2 separate 9-hole courses. Like you play 9 on this side, then you got to walk all the way across the parking lot, across the street to get to hole 10. And then hole 18 finishes on the other side of hole 10, like you're even further. So now you have to walk even further back to the parking lot. So the flow of the course also isn't super good. And I actually think that's going to change my answer a little bit. I'm going to go 7.8 for the quality of the course there. And then lastly, my enjoyment of the course, it's tough. Because again, the wind, it's still blowing for sure. Definitely not like it was. It's not as cold now, like I'm low-key sweating right now. So had I been able to play it on probably any other day, any other time, maybe the course plays better. But I think for this sake, with the wind, I didn't shoot well. I wasn't throwing great in the first place, which sucks, but I have to say the wind was a factor for at least some of those. You know what I mean? I mean, obviously, I didn't play like too well. I didn't have any circle one putts for birdie today, all day, I think. There was a lot of holes where you were just kind of guessing. And again, maybe if you know this course like the back of your hand, you can be like, oh, I want to aim for this tree. I probably could have had someone play, but even then, they're like, aim for that tree and hope it crashes in the right spot. There's a lot of luck involved in this course, I feel like, which I'm not super big on. So I think that plays into my overall enjoyment. But I think my overall enjoyment I have is a 7.9. It wasn't bad. And again, 7.9 is low, but it's probably not as low as I could have given it after hole 1 because I hate that hole. That's a bad hole. There was probably 3 or 4, I think maybe 3 holes on this course where I was like, this is not a good disc golf hole in general. Just design, everything, flow, whatever it may be. So I think 7.9 is super, super fair. All right, so averaging all the scores, we're looking at 8.175, which I believe puts it one below the lowest grouping. I think there's a couple tied at the bottom, or no, there's one tied at the bottom and there's a few in the middle. Regardless, I'll have it up on the screen. Not one of my highest courses. I think I figured that out by probably like hole 3. I knew I wasn't gonna really enjoy this course. I think as much as I probably complained on camera, I think I gave it a fair shot. I tried to stay positive about it, whether I was vocalizing that or not, but it is what it is. We're off to Arizona. Stay tuned next week. Hopefully, one, I play better, the conditions are better, the course is better. Should be fun. If you guys watch this video, thank you so much. If you're subscribed, thank you. If you're not subscribed, I encourage you to. We're climbing. It's fun. I want to thank you guys again. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do this at all. So I'm having a blast, whether it seemed like it today or not. In general, I'm having a ton of fun. So stay tuned. We got a lot of stuff coming. Videos Monday, Tuesday, Friday. Ozark Mountain Disc to the moon. We'll see you.